Every day there are situations for us. Our activity is global and all kinds of troubles because we don't subscribe to any we don't subscribe to any particular religious group or philosophical group or anything. So just about everybody is against us one way or the other.
Yeah.
We don't ascribe to any political group. So political groups are… everybody thinks I'm their enemy. Though we've not done anything against anybody, but you grow in size without being aligned to anybody, they think you are their enemy. This is the human mentality.
Yeah,
So
it's
constantly
competition.
something going on. So I created one image. I took 2.5 years to design this face. Today it's in the Guinness record as the largest face on the planet.
The largest face?
Yes, this is to acknowledge and also inspire people. This is the face of Adiyogi. So when I wanted to design, I set this goal for myself that it should have stillness, intoxication and exuberance on its face. I took 2.5 years and we made this internally within our center, our own people, our own engineers. Engineers means not qualified.
Yeah.
Engineered by me. We together created this and that face has become like a huge thing in India. It's a destination point right now.
Where is it? I want to see it.
See, here it is. Can you make a single large picture? See, that is the face. So,
That's beautiful.
you must tell me whether I've succeeded in stillness, intoxication and exuberance. Yeah, that one. Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
Wow.
It's 112 feet tall.
And what did they make it out of? What is it composed of?
This is steel.
Oh my gosh. And is it individual pieces that were put together like a
Yes,
puzzle?
Yes. Wow. Individual pieces. Now, second one we did in Bangalore and that is also of the same size. Now others will come of a much larger size. The idea is to move human well-being from belief system to philosophies to ideologies to technology. Technologies of well-being. This is what Adiyogi gave 15,000 years ago, methods and technologies as to how you can transform yourself, not philosophies, morals, ideologies, methods and technologies. So, though he gave this 15,000 years ago, and in every generation there has been certain number of people making use of it, I think the humanity was never ready like today, that we are willing to look at technology as a solution for everything. So that goes for your inner well-being also. So how to be well? There is a technology. When I say technology, the most sophisticated technology on the planet is human mechanism itself, isn't it? The question is, you have the most sophisticated technology, but have you read the user's manual?
Yeah. No, a lot of us haven't. And a lot of us don't even think that it's like you don't even start to examine the directions, you know? It's like you don't even get to know the instrument, but you're just playing music all day. And a lot of times it ends up being music you just already heard. You're just repeating other people's music, right? Or you're repeating you're not really learning the instrument or creating your own song.
Music, it's okay, mostly noise.
Yeah. It's a good point. It's a trap of noise. How would someone start to get to know themselves, would you say? I know that's kind of a broad question, but a lot of times we kind of just, we're just living, right? Instead of like kind of experiencing ourselves, I feel like. Especially these days when a lot of our attention is captured so much. But how would you suggest that we start to get to know ourselves?
See, first thing is to make a distinction between what is you and what is not you. Right now, because you're a podcaster, you can't live without this microphone, right? But is this you?
No.
No, it's your mic, fine. You wear clothes, is this you?
No.
No. Similarly, you have a body, is it you?
Now that's where it gets a little questionable.
Let's come to that now. You were born like this, same shape and size?
Smaller.
Like this?
Yeah.
A bit. That tiny bit has grown like this. How?
By being fed, nurtured, I guess?
Fed.
Okay, fed.
Essentially food.
Yeah.
Food means what? It came from the earth, either in the form of vegetable, animal, fish, whatever, essentially it's piece of earth. So you put this piece of earth into you and it became like this. So now if this piece of earth that you call as food appears in your plate, you say, this is my food. You eat it and then you say, this is me. This is like you became a podcaster, after a few years, you start saying, this microphone is me.
Right.
Then people know you lost it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
You use
boozy.
the microphone, they may be happy.
Yeah.
You start thinking, I'm the microphone, or the damn microphone starts speaking by itself. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Right now, that's all that's happening. Body is telling its own story, your mind is telling its own story. Your body is just an accumulation of food. Your mind is just accumulation of impressions. Both these things, if you use it, wonderful, they're great instruments. But if they use you, it's terrible, that's all that's happening. The bodily needs and psychological needs have captured and destroyed most human beings on the planet. They invest their whole life to fulfill their bodily needs or their psychological and emotional needs, yes or no?
Yes, for sure.
You're not here to just take care of their needs, you're here to use them, to ride them towards whatever matters to you. But that's not happening because there is no distinction, there is no distance. So the simple thing I can do for you is, we can teach you a simple method. That if you sit here, this is called as Shambhavi, it's part of the inner engineering process. If you sit here, your body is here, your mind is here, you are little away. Little space. Once there is a space between you and your body, between you and your mind, this is the end of suffering, because there are only two kinds of sufferings that you know: physical suffering and mental suffering. Do you know anything else?
No.
Physical and mental suffering.
Yeah.
Once there is a distance between you and your body, between you and your mind, this is the end of suffering. Now when there's no fear of suffering, now your intelligence blossoms. Now what is being human finds expression. When I say being human, there are many ways to go at it. Simple thing is, we recognize that there are many creatures, from microbes to worms to insects to birds, animals, trees, everything.
Yeah.
But we call them all creatures. This is the only creature that we call as human being. What this means is, this is the only creature which has crossed that line where instead of living out of compulsive reactions, instinctive reactions, this has become conscious enough that it can choose how to be. Once you become human, there is a possibility, no matter what's happening around you, you can choose how to be. All other creatures are in compulsive, instinctive reaction. This one can choose consciously. Unless that happens, the evolution is not complete, I'm saying. This is why I said evolution is conscious. Right now you sit here, I won't, but I'm saying usually people are doing it to each other. Let's say I abuse you.
Yeah.
Now you can either react instinctively or consciously respond as you feel fit. So in one you will employ your intelligence, in another fit of energy, which will mostly end lost to you than to the other.
Right. So you're saying that how we can get to know ourselves is by starting to create a little bit of space between…
What is you and what is not you?
Right.
Your body is an accumulation, isn't it? What you accumulate can be yours, can never be you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same goes for your mind, it's an accumulation of impressions. So, in the night before you go to bed, you try this today. Lie down, everything that you have accumulated in your life, your home, your family, your relationships, everything that you have, including your body, mind, emotion, thoughts, memories, just keep it on the bedside and go to sleep. Initially you will find it's kind of confusing, but if you apply yourself, one day when you sleep and wake up, you'll wake up like a flower.
Really?
Yes.
So you just say, I'm gonna leave these things here.
No, there are meditative processes for that.
I see. So you…
Because when you do it intellectually, you get caught up in that only.
Right.
Instead of that, there are methods with which if you sit here, clearly there's a distinction between what is you and what is not you. As we already went through, suffering happens physiologically and psychologically. Once there is a distance between these two, this is the end of suffering. Forget about being ecstatic. Most people can't be peaceful.
Yeah.
This happened in Tennessee, a man died. And then funeral, everything happened, burial happened, and the wife wanted to buy a tombstone for him. Usually these tombstones are all coming from India.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you guys. A lot of them are very nice.
most of the granite tombstones are coming from India. So, the wife ordered from India. And she had a plaque written on it, and she put it. People came and saw. It was written there, "Rest in peace until we meet again."
That's a lot of pressure. You know?
Saying rest in peace till you and me meet once again, things will start.
Wow. So once we start to get to be able to separate.
Now don't blame it on me, I'm asking you. Is body an accumulation?
Yes.
You're saying it, not me. Is your mind an accumulation of impressions?
Yeah, it's just an impression of things.
Whatever you accumulate, it can belong to you, but can it be you?
No.
That's it, you're saying it, not me, don't
Right.
accuse me.
Okay. Yeah. Good call. Good call. Yeah, this is me saying it. A lot of our capacity these days for consciousness has been hijacked by our phones, right? By cell phones.
Not really.
You don't think?
No, not at all. I find phone as a very blessed instrument
Oh, I have to know this then.
because if that damn phone was not there, how many places I will have to hop from here to there to there to get things done. Today, I wake up in the morning, if I just look like this, in 10 minutes I'll handle 20 different issues around the world.
It's a good point.
So, phone is a tremendously useful instrument. If you don't know how to use it, of course, you can even kill yourself with the phone, take it and bang it on your head.
Yeah.
It'll break, not the phone, your head.
Yeah.
So I'm saying anything that's given to us, it all depends on how we use it.
Right, just like the baby with the knife. Yeah.
Like a man with intelligence, cutting himself into pieces. So you just go stand on the street, everybody is driving their dream car, whatever their dream is, they're driving that car. Just block the traffic for 5 minutes, you'll see how they'll freak and fret. They're sitting in the dream car, somebody is giving you an opportunity to stay in the dream car for another 5 minutes, but they'll freak and fret. Because the question is not about the situation. No matter where you put them, they will create suffering because the suffering is not from the situation. Suffering is mental condition, isn't it? If they have a job, they will stress. Fire them, they will stress. Get them married, they will stress. Get them divorced, they will stress. Make them live, they will stress. Make them die, they will stress, all right? So, stress is not a consequence of what you're doing. Stress is a consequence of you not knowing the nature of how your mind functions, what is needed to make it work well. Like these people asking me, Sadhguru, what do you do to unwind? First of all, why do you wind yourself up and then unwind?
Yeah, it's most of what we do now. It's a lot of it's a lot of feeling like we need to adjust ourselves, right?
To what?
I don't know. It's a good question. But I think that's a lot of the general feeling is like, I need to adjust. I need to affect myself, you know?
Adjust to what? With what?
I don't know. It could be anything. It could be with, it could be with drugs, alcohol. It could be with just scrolling on your phone. It could be with anger. I just think a lot of people, we feel like we need to do something all the time.
That means you don't know how to be.
Right.
Then how do you earn the title human being?
Yeah.
We must strike it off, we say human creature.
Yeah. I agree. It feels like we're getting back more towards creatures, you know?
It's important to become a human being because that's a privileged position in the evolutionary process, that we've been placed in a place where we can determine the nature of our experience.
Do you think that a higher consciousness did that? Do you think it was on purpose?
See, what is consciousness? Right now, are you conscious?
Yeah.
You're conscious you're here, you're conscious that I'm here, so you're conscious. Now the question is only of how conscious. Yes?
Yeah.
So nobody is really unconscious. Even in your sleep, you're somewhat conscious. Question is how conscious. Right now, if we sit here another 12 hours, you'll feel little droopy. Then you'll become less conscious, less conscious, less conscious. In between, if I say 10 words, you'll hear 5, then you'll hear 2, then you won't hear anything. Now how many are you hearing?
Nada.
No?
None.
The 10 I speak, you're hearing none? Come on.
Because I'm unconscious then.
No, you are hearing right now. I'm saying as you become less and less conscious, you'll hear less and less.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So this is all life is. That right now, these lights have been masked a bit. Generally, we control them with a little rheostat or a fader or whatever you call it. So if you put it at low fade and there's only single light, it lights up only this much. The room is dark, just lighting you mildly. Then I think, oh, only this guy is there. Because I see only you. Somebody lights up the fader a little bit, heightens the voltage. Then I see, oh, this is there, that is there, that is there, that person is there, that person is there. Light it up fully. Everything that's in this room is crystal clear to me. This is consciousness. How intense have you kept? If your consciousness has to be like that, you must keep your physiology very clean and vibrant, your mental structure unentangled. Unentangled means you are not stuck in your own ideas of what it is. You're using your intelligence to see what is there, not make up what is not there. I've said this joke a few times, so you might have heard it, but let me say it. See, if you build castles in the air and start believing it's true, then we say you are neurotic.
Yeah.
But then after some time you start living in that castle, then we say you're psychotic.
Yeah.
Then somebody comes and collects rent for that castle. That's called psychiatrist.
That's called psychiatrist. That's awesome.
Because people are creating this. Essentially what is it? Your intelligence, your memory and imagination going wild.
Yeah.
Uncontrolled.
Yeah.
These are the two faculties which are most beautiful things about being human, that you have a vivid sense of memory. What happened yesterday is vividly there in your memory. Using that, we have a fantastic sense of imagination.
Yeah.
But these are the two biggest problems that human beings have. What is all the human suffering about? You ask people, they still suffer what happened 10 years ago. And they will suffer that is yet to happen day after tomorrow. What happened yesterday is not alive right now, isn't it? It's only alive in your memory. Is it anywhere else?
No.
No.
It's gone.
So you're suffering something that does not exist. What may happen day after tomorrow, you're already suffering. Does it exist? If you suffer that which does not exist, what should we say about you?
You could be doing better things with your time.
What should we say about that person?
That
you suffer something which is not here.
Yeah. That's worrying, right?
That's called crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.